On today's episode of Shucking the City, we checked out Cull and Pistol. An oyster bar tucked inside Chelsea Market, it's known for its fresh, seasonal seafood, all sourced from its sister market right next door, the Lobster Place. The menu leans heavy on oysters, lobster rolls, and elevated seafood classics, and it's definitely a popular spot with both locals and tourists, so reservations are usually a good idea. The menu here is seafood forward with a solid raw bar selection and a handful of composed dishes. Oysters are clearly the star, but you'll also find things like lobster rolls, credos, sandwiches, and a few shareable plates. They've got a strong oyster lineup, mostly East Coast, all priced at $3.75 each, which is definitely on the higher side. Allie and I got a dozen, choosing 3 varieties and doubling up on each. First up, Lucky 13s from Great South Bay, New York. We both agreed these taste like summer, super clean, bright, and refreshing. Next were the Baconic Golds from Conic Bay. These had a slightly smoky finish, which was interesting and a bit different from your typical briny oyster. Rounding out the New York selection were the Little Rams from Gardiner's Bay. Plump, slightly sweet, and really well balanced. Then we moved south, the Birthday Girls from Virginia. Honestly, I felt that these were a miss. Not salty, just straight up fishy. Next were the Old Salts from Watts Bay, Virginia. These had more of an earthy mineral and a heavy finish. And finally, the Samish Pearls from Washington. Clean and crisp, and a nice way to end the lineup. Moving away from oysters, Allie stuck with her classics, the Tuna Crispy Rice and Parker House rolls. The Tuna Crispy Rice was a standout. You've got that crispy base, thin layers of soy, sesame, and a little spice from the mayo, and some citrus brightness. Generous amounts of tuna, less rice, and it made for a great ratio. The Parker rolls were solid, crispy on the outside, soft inside, topped with a bit of flaky salt. The butter was unsalted, but it balanced nicely. That said, we've definitely had better. Some of the Mermaid Oyster Bar locations might edge these out. I went with the swordfish sandwich and fries. The fish was tender, well seasoned, and had that light, fresh flavor that just screams summer. It's one of those sandwiches that feel like it should be eaten at a beach-side shack, not inside a windowless market space. Our total came out to $105.64, and with tip, $126.77. Overall, we liked Cull and Pistol. It's got a solid oyster program, some interesting menu options, and good quality seafood. That said, the pricing is a bit steep, especially for the oysters. I think this is a spot we'd come back to, but probably for happy hour to get a better value. If you've been to Cull and Pistol, let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, stay shucking.